Looking for an all-around and affordable audio solution for your YouTube videos? In this video, we'll be checking out the Deity D3 and the D3 Pro. Great mics. We're going to be hitting some tests, checking out all the specs coming up. Hey, what's up? It's Omar with Think Media, helping you with the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. We're here at the NAB show, checking out all things AVL, audio, video, lighting, and it's really cool as we walk the show floor and look for the things that would apply best to you, the Think Media community, tools for creators. And so I have Andrew here with Deity, and he's going to talk through some of the mics. We have the V-Mic D3 and the D3 Pro, which a lot of YouTubers are actually making that swap and upgrading to this mic setup. So he's going to talk through it. Andrew, why don't you talk a little bit about the company and also where you find yourself in the market?
Absolutely. So we started 11.5 months ago as a brand. In that time, we have come out with, I think, 4 or 5 products. Right now, we're showing off the D3 and the D3 Pro. These were one of the early ones we came out with because we knew it was so important to get microphones onto the camera. A lot of people out there in the digital creator space, that may be their primary source of audio for probably 90% of their video. So we felt that's the first step we got to do. We have to take care of those guys out there to make sure they're getting good audio.
That's awesome. I've definitely been seeing a lot of our friend creators and people in the community having this, and even on the show floor, we're seeing it on their cameras and stuff, so it's been really cool. All right, let's just talk about the D3 first. What are some things to know about the D3?
So the D3 is a unibody aluminum metal build. So at that $99 price range, you're going to be very hard pressed to find other microphones for your camera actually built out of metal. A lot of the ones on the market, almost about 90% of them, are actually just made out of plastic and very cheap plastic. So the first thing we wanted to do was build a microphone first and just have it live on your camera. So it's a metal microphone, nice short extension tube right here. The microphone battery itself, we actually made it originally very thick with a AA battery. We actually decided to go with a single AAA battery. That alone will give you 208 hours of runtime. It'll also turn on and off with your camera. We also built a microprocessor chip into the actual microphone with 4 sensors. It actually will sense what pin you want the audio on, depending on what device you plugged it into. So you plug this into a cell phone, it'll work. You plug this into a DSLR, it'll give you dual mono. You can even plug this into a MacBook Pro, and it'll act as an external laptop microphone.
Dude, that is super tight. I think the coolest thing about it is how feature-packed it is at $100. And, I think a lot of people were so pumped at the new Rode VideoMic Pro Plus that dropped that had the auto on and off feature with your camera, because sometimes you turn off your camera, the mic stays on and you kill your battery. But to know that for just the one AAA battery, you're going to get that much time. And also just, I think the design in it of itself, it's very similar to a boom mic, a condenser mic. And so you could tell, like, if you bought a $99 mic on Amazon or anything underneath that price point, you're definitely going to get something cheap and just not as good as a build. And this just looks more than $99. So let's hop onto the D3 Pro. The difference is, I guess you could say, like, why maybe it is $100 more than the regular one.
Absolutely. So the D3 Pro comes in 2 different bundles. We also have the on-camera package at $199, and at $288, you actually get this location kit, which comes with our DSLR for phantom power, the bias voltage adapter, and you get this Rycote shock mount. One thing I want to note on both of our microphones, the actual microphone itself comes out of it, shock mount. So when you actually want to take it out and put it on a boom pole, use it in different situations other than on camera, the microphone just goes right there with you. So even though it's really, really long and big and also made out of metal, take a look at the weight on this microphone. That's feather light.
Super, super light.
So it's got 2 flavors of low cut, as we can see on the top of this microphone. LEDs that indicate what kind of low cut you have, and an analog stepless gain control. So at D0, you have 0 dB gain, and at 10, all the way to the top, you have 20 decibels of dB gain. All other microphones on the market either give you 0, 10, or 20. What I want to do is give you everything in the middle.
Which I think is cool, because like as someone who's usually behind the camera, and let's say an interview is happening and the other person's more quiet, even to jump those levels or go down those levels, it's so noticeable. But because it's like super smooth, you almost wouldn't be able to tell other than like the audio just being levelated.
Absolutely. So that's also just a real nice tampered knob there too. So feel to give the knob a twist. So yeah, real nice and sturdy. You're not going to accidentally bump that on your camera. Again, this microphone also wakes up and sleeps when you turn your camera off. Turn it off once in the morning, or turn it on once in the morning. Turn it off once at night. That's all you got to do. The rest of the day, it is putting itself to sleep and turning itself back on. 51 hours of runtime on an internal lithium battery. Charge time is about 70 minutes. Standby time is 74 hours.
super, super sick. And we're actually gonna jump into some of the tests that we did straight on camera, and what like scenario you would probably use these mics for if you're creating content for YouTube and stuff. So let's jump into those audio tests. All right, here's an audio sound test of the Deity V-Mic D3. This is the $99 version. This is kind of like, we're at the 16 millimeters on a camera, so if you were vlogging, I'm literally holding the camera via, arm's reach. How does it sound? Right now we have our volume settings on our Sony just up 1, and then just plug straight into the camera. Right now some background noise going on. We're in a sound room, sound treated room, but let us know what you think in the comments. We're gonna hop on the Pro version just to compare the two real quick. All right, now you're hearing the D-Mic D3 Pro, same settings as far as the camera goes. Right now, this mic right here is double the price. You're looking at $199. Does it sound double the price? You definitely have more features in this regard. You have your gain control, and you also have your high pass control, and there's still some outside noise. Kyle on the camera said he immediately noticed a small difference, but let us know if you notice a difference. And this is probably the biggest competitor comparison model in regards to the Rode V-Mic Pro. And we actually have the Rode V-Mic Pro, so we're gonna put it on the camera right now just to do a quick comparison to let us know what you guys think. All right, now we have the Rode V-Mic Pro Plus. And what do you think in comparison to the Deity? Is it $100 more better on the Rode? The Rode is actually $100 more at $299, and the Deity being at $199. But let us know what you think. I would also even say on a bulky standpoint, you could see on the camera, it definitely takes a little bit more real estate on a height standpoint. The Deity maybe comes out a little bit further as far as the Pro goes, but let us know how this audio sounds. Again, sound treated room, but there's definitely some noise on the outside coming in, but your traditional vlog setup right here at 16 millimeters, arm's length distance. Let us know what you think about all the audio tests and what you think, which one sounds better and which one you'd probably go with. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Andrew, for sharing your knowledge on these mics. Where can people find these mics?
You can find these microphones at any major retailer, online dealers, all have them. If your dealer doesn't have them, just tell them to send me an email and I'll hook them up.
Sweet, sweet. And we'll put links in the description below. Question for you is, what mic are you using on your camera? Let us know in the comment section below. And check out the audio playlist that we have going on in the YouTube card in the description below. And we'll see you in the next video.